So we have known for a while this year's Apple Watches are gonna be boring refreshes, and guess what guys? We have more information confirming that, so let's delve into it. Mark Gurman had previously told us both the Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2 are in the works, and the code names are N207, N208, and N210. And well, now we have the infamous Shrimp Boy giving us further details on what to expect. Now you may be wondering, Shrimp Apple Pro sure is a badass name, but can we actually trust the source? Well, yes, we very much can. If you cast your minds back to the good old days of 2021, you might remember literally every leaker on the planet was convinced the Series 7 would have flat edges, but then Tim decided, hey, let's troll everyone and give everyone the exact opposite of that with an even rounder design. The thing is though, Shrimp had actually mentioned this before and was the only source who said the flat edges were not happening. So yes, when it comes to Apple Watches, he is the go-to source. And by the way, would like to remind you guys, like this video and subscribe for more content like this, it would be appreciated. Beginning with what he tells us about the Apple Watch Series 9, this, as one expects, will be that typical spec refresh from Apple where they give us a slightly better chip inside and a brand new color for all the Apple sheep to get excited about. And that color should apparently be a pink shade according to Shrimp, which, you know what guys, I'm actually down for if it's a bright pink, because I'm always down for more fun colors. Now that's genuinely the only exterior changes we're getting with this year's watches. It's the same 41 and 45mm sizes, and the rest of the colors are going to be identical to the Series 8. So as a recap, that's Midnight, Starlight, Silver, and Product Red. I'll be honest guys, I'm low-key annoyed Apple's still continuing with this Midnight Starlight rubbish. Please just stick to regular shades. I don't want my black to have a tinge of purple in it. It should just be black. Moving on to the chip inside, this actually will be the first truly brand new chip for the watch since the Series 6. Because yes, you may not be aware of this, but Apple's been low-key scamming us because they've literally been reusing the same SoC for the last 3 years. While they call today's chip the S8, it's actually identical to the S6 and also the S7. Now, to be fair, for an Apple Watch, these chips are mostly fine because no one's trying to use Final Cut Pro on a bloody watch, but nevertheless, slightly faster performance is always appreciated, and Gurman believes the S9 in the Series 9 is now on par with the A15. For those curious, the current chips are on par with the A13, so we're jumping to 5nm. Now I know the spec nerds might be wondering, why is Apple giving us performance on par with a 2-year-old chip? Well, remember that 3nm, which we're getting with the iPhone 15 Pro, is very expensive and also has a very low yield rate. So sticking to A15 as a base for this chip makes sense when they already use the A15 in so many of their products, and it's going to be cheaper to make, which Timothy cares about because he wants to maximize those juicy profits at the end of the day. Also, let's be honest guys, you're not going to see much of a difference between a 3nm and 5nm chip in a watch. Like, okay, a 3nm chip's going to show you notifications 0.1 second faster, but who cares? 5nm is more than fine. So yeah, these are nice upgrades. I'll be honest though, the only potential thing I actually care about with this chip upgrades is efficiency, because it's fair to say many have wanted battery upgrades with the Apple Watch, and while we got that with the Ultra, not everyone has $800 lying around for a watch, and so it would be nice if the regular watches could get some sort of improvement since they've been stuck at 18 hours of endurance since the first watch. Now a chip upgrade at most is going to give us 1 more hour of endurance, but please Apple, just squeeze in a chunk battery inside. It would be a massive upgrade many would appreciate. Now on the whole, is this chip upgrade revolutionary? No, not really. In fact, I doubt many actually care about this. I've never once thought the Series 6 was too slow, but of course, people hold onto watches for years, and so down the line you could notice the advantage of having that additional performance. Take for example the Series 3, this watch had decent performance at launch, but as the hardware got slower, it became a sluggish mess that should be thrown straight in the bin. So buy the Series 9 for the additional software support it could get, but don't buy thinking it's going to be so much faster than older watches out of the box. And ultimately, like I've been recommending for a while guys, always look around to see if there's deals on older watches, because these new models don't really get that many changes anymore, to be honest, and older models drop in value very fast. Unlike iPhones, Apple Watches have absolutely abysmal resale value, and I managed to get my Series 6 for around £100 just after the Series 7 released. And so for those who don't care about flexing on your friends that you have the brand spanking new Apple Watch, you should definitely consider getting an older Apple Watch for much less. Oh, actually, I forgot about a revolutionary upgrade Shrimp told us about that's absolutely gonna change lives, and that's a new box. Yes, apparently the packaging's gonna be slightly more compact, so yay for the environment, I guess. Now coming to the Apple Watch Ultra 2, what are we gonna see with this? Well, honestly, not much, guys. It could be slightly lighter, but ultimately, I think the only reason Apple's releasing this is because the Series 9 is getting a brand new chip, and so of course, they have to chuck this into the Ultra as well. And as I said for the Series 9, this ultimately is an upgrade most won't care about, but it should give these watches slightly longer support and also possibly better battery life. Shrimp does say, however, we could see a brand new titanium finish, which he dubs the MKBHD edition, and yeah, this definitely would get him very giddy. And yeah, to be fair, it does look pretty nice. I'm glad Apple's giving us a proper black with the Ultra, but of course, a slightly new colour is not enough to justify getting this over a refurbished or discounted first-gen watch that's gonna be much less. In fact, I'm already seeing pretty enticing deals on the first-gen Ultra, so I'm gonna be recommending many to go down that route, because there's ultimately not much exciting with this year's watches, unless you really want a pink or black watch. Of course, if you absolutely prioritize support over everything, you'll have to get these watches for the S9, but considering Apple still supports the Series 4 from 2018, I don't think we'll have to worry about support for older watches anytime soon. I'm definitely not getting a new watch in the next few years because I'm still expecting the Series 6 to get years and years of support. Also, it might be worth skipping this year because we've heard a lot about fancy new micro LED panels coming to Apple Watches sometime soon, and specifically the Ultra getting this, and this should bring better colors, higher brightness, better contrast ratios, no burn-in, so basically it's an upgrade in all aspects, display-wise. Of course, I'm also hoping the regular watches get this one day, but it makes sense the Ultra's getting this first because Apple, of course, wants more consumers buying $800 Extreme watches that they don't need at all. And watch Apple's even going to convince me someday, even though the most extreme thing I do is go to KFC to collect my chicken. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you for watching.